Greetings, souls. Wait, is this fire?
Welcome everyone to the newest minigame by ChewyNutCluster, known as The Reaper. This dark minigame is very scary and very fun and creative at the same time. Those 3 points are what define this minigame as awesome. The concept is this: you will have somebody who is sitting up on a platform that's see-through, but it has 4 arrows: forward, left, back, and to the right. The reason for this is that there is a Reaper on the field, and if you get too near the Reaper, then you will die. The problem is the Reaper doesn't have an area that just spans the entire area, so the person above has to maneuver the Reaper by standing on the different sides of the block to move the Reaper in different directions. Everyone else is on the blocks, and they have to jump around to try and dodge the Reaper. So you have to do your job of chasing them, and they have to do their job of running away. It's like a scary, soulful, dark, hellish version of tag, and it's really cool. The next thing that you'll be doing is, if you're in the main area, you'll have to jump over different blocks. This is a smart idea done by ChewyNutCluster, because what would be really annoying was if you had to chase around people on a flat platform that had no area at all to it. What he did instead was he separated the blocks to make it so that it wasn't as difficult for the person who is controlling the Reaper, as it is a challenge for both sides, which is good. And also, because of this, he's able to add more stylization to the map. As you can see, if you were to look at this from just a block standpoint, it is a whole bunch of gritty blocks. And that's kind of boring, just having a grid of blocks. So what he does is he adds the water effect, or the light effect, and he makes it red to make it look like it's some sort of fire coming from the hell that's underneath. He's got the actual fire beneath with rocks and everything, and he makes it look really scary below. So if you fall between those blocks, you will die. Or if you get too close to the Reaper,
Your soul will be taken.
So either way, you have a lot of ways to die, and you don't want to die. So survive as long as you can by jumping to the different platforms. One strategy that I used is, if you go diagonally, it's far easier to get away from the Reaper, since they can only move left and then right, or left and then down. They cannot move diagonally. So if you want to use that to your advantage, you have a far bigger space to do so. I recommend using that, and you have a thruster pack, so you can also use that to maneuver away from the Reaper, because you can still jump away from them and try and confuse them, because the person above isn't that close and they can't maneuver too quickly, even though they do have a very large area that they can kill you in. The area is about as big as a block, so what will start off is he will start off on a block, and when you press to the right, you will cover the entirety of another block. Something that I found, though, is if you try and make them go to the right and then up or something, it'll make it so that it'll stop going to the right halfway and then go up. So you'll have to maneuver a little weirdly to try and be between blocks and do it just right. Another thing to note is that the Reaper can leave the stadium, which could be a problem if somebody didn't really know how to use it and lost the Reaper, but this could also be used to your advantage, which is why I like why it's here. Because what you could do is the Reaper could leave the stadium, go to the right, and go outside of the blocks and walls. Then the person could go around the stadium and come out where a big group of people is. This is a strategy that will take a lot more time, because you'd have to keep going back and forth and go around the stadium. But if it's used right, that actually could make it so that you do far better at this map, and you could kill a lot of people all at once. That's a good idea of doing it, and I recommend trying that if you have the time and you think you have the skill to do it. I really enjoyed this map, and it was really scary to play too, because having that bodysuit follow you around with the light inside of his head that's infused inside of his head is really scary. I love that, and this is a map that really got me excited and exhilarated, because it mixed the fear with the excitement. Plus, it's not a luck game. It's a skill game where you have to use your jumping, your skill jumping, and all these different things like the thruster pack to use to your advantage and actually avoid getting killed. The person who wins did not do it by luck unless they were completely avoided. It was a lot of fun playing this, and I definitely recommend you downloading it for yourself, as this is a map that's going to be a staple in a lot of customs for a long time. There has been a lot of good maps recently, and I feel like I'm giving too many compliments right now, but this is just such a good map, and I'm very happy to see the quality of maps in Halo 5 being pretty consistent, with a lot of really good maps coming out very regularly. Anyways, if you enjoyed this showcase, don't forget to leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe for more Halo 5 content. My name's Reckless Riley. Have a great day.